Chanel here, and I'm back to share some yarn goodness with you all today. Okay, so in today's video, I'm going to be talking about my knitting process for the Wildwood V-neck sweater vest, and it is by Lillis, and I made this as part of a test knit. So let's talk a little bit about the pattern and the yarn details. Okay, so for this pattern, it does require an Aran weight yarn. And so I knitted the size 4, which is for a 44.5 inch bust. And I used a size 7, a US 7, which is a 4.5 millimeter, and a US 8, which is a 5.0 millimeter knitting needle. Lots of numbers. So yes, I did use two different needles for this. One, of course, for the ribbing, and then the other larger needle for the stockinette portion. And so I did pin and wet block my swatch. So I was trying to be a good test knitter, and I went ahead and did that. And also, this pattern is knit from the bottom up. So you start with the ribbing, and you work your way up and work your way up. And then the back and the front sections are knit separately. And then you seam it all together at the top. And so I absolutely love it. And I've gotten to learn how to seam very, very well with all of these test knits and things that I've been doing. And that's just one of the many things I enjoy about test knitting in general, is that I usually end up learning at least one new skill. And so that's really cool. Also, this V-neck portion here, I have never made a V-neck. I'm trying to think. I don't want to say never. Maybe I have. I don't recall ever making a V-neck sweater before, because this construction here was really, really interesting, really, really cool. But anyway, I love this V-neck detail and the the construction of it and everything. I thought was really, really cool. So yes, so I mentioned the yarn. I have a little ball here because this is all the yarn that I have left. So the yarn that I use is called Diamond Luxury Merino Supreme Aran. Yes, it's a lot, but I will, leave all the details and everything in the description box below. So this yarn is really soft, really easy to work with. It is a little splitty. It's weird because it's tightly spun, but yet it's a little splitty. So it really wasn't a problem. I got used to it, and the finished result, absolutely love. And so this is all I have left, and I used 4 skeins total, and that equaled 785 yards. So that's nice. And it is 100% superwash merino wool, so it is definitely very squishy. Each skein has 196 yards, which is 180 meters, and they are 100-gram balls. So all I have is this little bit left. I don't know what I'm going to do with it, but I am going to keep it. I keep most of my scraps unless it's like a teensy little bit. But yeah, I'll have to add this to my ever-growing scrap pile. I actually have a bag that I keep all of my scraps in, and yeah, so I'll have to come up with a nice scrappy project or something like that. So yes, now I did try this on just to make sure that it was, fitting correctly. So I did try it on when I could. Of course, it is bottom up, but as soon as I seamed those sleeves together, those shoulders together, I tried it on and I was very, very happy with the result. And also, I put in several lifelines because I did not want to have to, like, I didn't want to mess up and then have to rip back a ton. And so even if I ripped back, at least I would have a lifeline that would, help me out, because I just get so scared of messing up on these things. And so having that lifeline there really helps me, because it gives me a point where it's like, okay, I can rip back to the lifeline, put my needles back in, and continue the process of knitting. So it was really good to have those lifelines as kind of like insurance. So yeah, I wet blocked it, and I wet blocked everything. However, I didn't pin it. I really liked the way that it was fitting me. But I did wet block it, and I soaked it in water for a little bit. And then after that, I took out as much water as I possibly could by rolling it up in a towel, the old tried and true method of blocking your garments. And yeah, then I laid it out on the blocking mat. Let's go ahead and talk about the designer, the lovely designer of this vest. So her name is Lillis, and she can be found on Instagram, Etsy, Ravelry, and YouTube. She has an amazing YouTube channel. And a lot of times, like, if she does come out with a pattern, she'll also come out with like a YouTube tutorial on the pattern as well. So that's super helpful. And yeah, I just really enjoy her channel. And she also has like a lot of good advice for content creators in general. Because a lot of us who knit or crochet or have other crafts, we also have a YouTube channel, or we have an Instagram account, and we're content creators. And she has a lot of excellent advice for that as well. Now, she also has a lot of patterns on Ravelry, and she's always adding new ones. I know at least at one time she was converting her super bulky patterns to worsted weight patterns, and this is actually how this pattern came along. There is a super bulky weight pattern for this as well, and that one has already been published. This one, as of the time of recording it, has not been published in the worsted weight yet, but it is posted in the super bulky weight, so you can definitely go check that out. I don't know when it'll be released, but as soon as it is, I will let you all know about it. Okay, so yeah, and I'll link all of her information as well, just in case you all want to check that out. Okay, so I highly recommend this pattern. I really do. It's very well written and just super easy to follow. I can't put it down. It feels amazing. And also, I love the fit of the final piece. I really do. And I'm so proud of my mattress stitch. I really am proud of my mattress stitch. No matter how many times I do this mattress stitch, I still have to watch a YouTube video to learn how to do it. And yeah, I think it looks absolutely fantastic. It does leave a ridge on the inside, but when you're wearing it, like, you don't feel this ridge at all. You really don't. And so I actually finished this project back in May, and I wasn't quite sure, like, when the worsted version was going to come out or anything like that, so I kind of held off for a little bit. But like I said, when it is released, I will certainly let you all know. And until then, you can check out the super bulky version. And I do believe she has a knitting tutorial on her YouTube channel for this project. And so, yeah, I love it. And it's just simply amazing. I have links to all of the things I talked about in the description box below, as well as my favorite knitting tools. Also, check out my YouTube community tab. I ask a lot of fun questions there, and I love reading you all's responses. I really, really do. I think they are amazing. And so let me know what you worked on while you watched. Did you knit? Did you crochet, spin, weave? Whatever. Let me know what you did while watching. I always love those comments as well. And I will leave my Ko-Fi link in the description box below. And yeah, so if you want to continue watching, you can just click on one of the videos on the end screen. So thank you so much for watching. And until next time, bye.